Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go? You let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How could you? You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Dillian. She can't hear it. Does everything look the same? It looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
doesn't sound like Dillian
What's
anymore.
happening? It's not him, it can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What? That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something dangerous.
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter. Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell. Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles. You have fallen in.
You think that sound is the same? It all looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Let her think.
No.
No, don't let her think. Space. She just
No.
needs...
No.
She doesn't think. Don't listen to them.
She
needs
needs
to
us.
think.
She needs us to help her.
Think clearly. What do you need to do?
She needs us.
What do you do?
We need to tell her what to do.
Another strategy. She needs to think.
She needs to think.
She needs to think.
Think. Shh. Give her space. Give her space. Let her breathe.
You're lost forever.
What are you going to do when the torch runs out?
Wander around until it gets dark, and then what will you do?
You save yourself. There's nothing.
Will come to claim you again.
Nothing you can do. Nothing.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian. Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can.
When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come, Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer.
You will have blood on your hands!
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more. There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
Can we do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we?
I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's...
Creepy.
It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we?
Turn back. There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
Find
He's
him.
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air's gone.
Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it.
And then you'll find it.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. For the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her.
Keep going.
But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. How are you going to? You have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw a death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. That is not the end of it, because because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see death, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
Find him.
Come out if you are.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
On the runes.
Focus the runes.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you? You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to. There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Run. Run now. Run. It's not safe here. There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Run. Run now. Run. It's not safe here. Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. One hat to find. One more. One dozen. Where is he?
What should I do? Focus. Focus. You've got me. Where's the door? Find it. Get out. Run. Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again. Where are you?
Senua!
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. Being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of hell, mistress of death.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. to peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Sonu explored new paths into the unknown.
You can't go up there.
You can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't.
Dillian saved you.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
He cared in a way that nobody else did. It's just
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Do you remember what it was to touch him? He saved you. He saved you. He loves you. You owe him. His love keeps you strong.
He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him? He's the reason she's alive at all. He saw that she was strong.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldur's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Do you remember the way he touched you? Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world. about you. Dillian saved you from them. Do you remember how he made you feel? Do you know things that are most precious to you? Look what happens to the things you love.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon."
Your love because he believed
Loki
in you.
replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder, pierces through, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed.
Do you remember the smell of his neck? What does it feel like to be in love? Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Does he deserve to be dead? How does that make you feel?
You have no choice. You had that loved you. You squashed
The
it.
Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
She thought she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she was young. She is pure darkness.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
Do you remember the way he
Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
The curse. Now the darkness is swallowing you both. Was it worth it? The curse just like it strangled him.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. Everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
You have no chance for love. Nobody will love you again. Ever again. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms may let you astray. It's you should listen to your father when you have child trials to distract you. Listen to you set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. Saved her. What if they take you closer to Dillion? You letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, make you weak before the battle? You have blood on your hands. You are guilty. Was it worth it? He cared in a way that nobody else did. What if they're all about wasting your meeting him beneath the tree? By minute by minute. You broke it. You think she's good. You're special. She thinks she. They mean nothing. Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just toying, playing? What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her. It wouldn't be the first time. Your curse has claimed Dillion. He didn't know. He was kind. Dillion saved you from the curse cross. Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hel and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
remember him whispering in your ear. Look what happens to the things you love. Things that are most precious to you.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a
Worlds. But it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language, you don't understand.
Sinbad was
cursed. You'll succeed.
so slow. Quicker. Dillian!
Very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbad. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly,
Do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker. It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to him. Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world
You, only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.